The third station, Jesus falls the first time. The fourth station, Jesus meets his mother.
I feel so helpless. Then his eyes tell me, Mother, have courage. There is a purpose for this. Without words, my son reminds me of his purpose and mission as he continues his road to Calvary.
Hey, you there! Help this man!
I notice the soldiers pulling a protesting man from the crowd. They are forcing him to carry the cross of my son. Reluctantly, but with compassion, he takes the cross. A woman pushes past the soldiers without fear or anxiety. She removes her veil and gently wipes the bruised, sweaty, blood-stained face of my son. The look on her face is that of deep sympathy and understanding for his suffering and pain, rewarding her for her act of love and courage. My son impresses the image of his face forever upon her veil and in her heart. And continue on is bitter sorrow for me. The prophecy of Simeon becomes more real with each step. When he suddenly stops before a group of women who are deeply affected by his suffering and impending death, he tells them not to shed tears for him, but to weep for their children and their children's children, that through his suffering and death, they will come to recognize their Messiah. In the midst of so much hatred and rejection, their compassion and kindness are a comfort and consolation to a grieving mother's heart.
How many times have we nailed you up today under the weight of the wood?
As they led my son to his cross, he willingly allows himself to be nailed. As they puncture his hands and feet, I feel the pain in my heart.
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Through tear-stained eyes, I watch my son gasp in pain as the last nail is driven in. The crowds continue to jeer and mock him, even as he is struggling for the last few minutes of earthly life. My son is ridiculed and scorned. Come slowly, very slowly. It is 3 hours of agony. What greater pain is there for a mother than to see her son die right before her eyes? I, who brought this Savior into the world and watched him grow, now stand helplessly beneath his cross as he lowers his head and dies.
Truly, this was the Son of God.
His earthly anguish is finished, but mine was greater than ever. see two men taking the battered body of my son from the cross. They come and put him in my arms. A world that rejected my son. In sadness, I prayed silently.
And when they took him down from the cross, they laid him in his poor mother's arms. Sweet agony after she held her lifeless son.
I looked at my son's lifeless body, his scourges, and the wounds that he bore her for humanity, and they closed the entrance. Thus begins the hours of abandonment and sorrow.